the total number of vehicles in the United States increases, and that means there are more and more jobs in that field.
Lisa Becerra is live in the Thomas for today's Add One Job to talk about the need for more mechanics and technicians.
Yeah, and it's really crazy because you think of wrenching in a garage, good old days, mom and pop shops. That's not the case anymore. It's really gone very high tech, and places like UTI are really teaching these students how to be able to fix these kinds of engines. And guess what? Really in demand. Don Black, you were telling us earlier that a lot of these students are already being propositioned by companies before they graduate.
Yeah, a lot of our students, if they're willing to relocate, whether it's mining out in Nevada or oil fields up in the upper Midwest, they're in high demand right now in the industry.
I was saying earlier, this isn't like wrenching, you know. These guys have computers, these men and women have computers, and they're doing diagnostics, right?
All of these machines are driven by computers, and one of their biggest skills is figuring out how to operate those computers and then diagnose what's going on with that engine to ensure that it's running at its optimum efficiency.
Now, you said a lot of the teachers, what they're doing now is they'll put a bug in the engine and their job is to find it?
Right. The instructors will come in before class and put in bugs for all these engines so that then the students have to go in and find them and then repair them.
What kind of engines are we talking here?
These engines in front of us are Cummins engines. We have Cat, International, Detroit, all the major power plants that they'll find out in industry.
So high demand, you're seeing a lot of people coming in, and they're right away, people want them to hire them for jobs.
High demand, exactly right. We partner with Peterson here locally, and they are one of the largest international dealerships on the West Coast. They recruit exclusively from our campus.
Wonderful. I'm going to talk to a student here real quick. I asked you earlier, what are you doing here?
We're checking the fuel rail pressure to make sure that they're coinciding with the commanded and the actual pressure.
And how's that going?
It's going good so far.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and it doesn't make any sense to me, but you've been here, you're a student, it makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does. We've been here for a while.
And you like this?
Yeah, it's good.
And what would you advise this to someone else who's looking into going into this?
Yeah, if that's what they're interested in, it's a good school.
Can you hear very well when you leave here?
No, I can't.
All right, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. But again, you have how many graduations?
17 graduations over the course of the year.
And how much are these students making when they leave here, when they get their jobs, basically?
So our starting diesel students are making anywhere from $15 to $22 an hour.
That's a big chunk of change. All right, thanks a lot, Don. And again, we're here at UTI where a lot of these students are learning all the latest high-tech, things that they need to know. I've learned to, turn a wrench here or there in my life, but this is pretty intense. Back to you.
All right, Lisa, thank you. And we want to tell you